welcome to Embodied Alchemy with me, Rebecca Wilson, an embodied experiential space for you to drop deep into the wealth of wisdom within your being and activate a fuller, richer you. I am an embodied business coach, embodiment queen, sacred business midwife, and alchemist. I will help you birth your visions and sacred business into the world from an easeful, embodied, and rooted space within. So you can be who you are here to be, create what you are here to create, and activate the wealth of energy that is you. I will activate you into self-leadership, self-mastery to create your legacy on earth. Welcome on the journey, my love. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to another episode of Embodied Alchemy. Today, I really wanted to explore and share with you the practices that support the feminine. I'm feeling juicy and yummy in my body. I've just drank some cacao. I've had a gorgeous morning practice and I just felt really inspired to, turn on the mic and record this episode for you. As I'm in it, I'm feeling it. It's all alive in my body. So no better time than to share. And the feminine as an energetic and the practices that support her, but also the practices that support the feminine body. Well, the feminine is energy and is motion and movement. So she, and I will refer to that energetic within all, the feminine as her or she or the feminine. It's just my personal expression. Maybe you have different words that you use, and that's totally okay. This is what resonates for me. So she comes alive in motion and movement. She's everything. She is expression. And so motion, movement, and embodiment are key practices to support your feminine energy. The feminine awakens through the body. She is that primal energy that lives dormant in the base of the spine, in the pelvis, known as many other names in many other teachings or scriptures, but it is she, the primal life force of the feminine. She has this emotional, physical intelligence. She is the primordial, life-giving energy. She's the energy of creation. And how do we nourish and support that? How do we support her, that feminine essence and energy within? Well, she's deeply nourished by flow, by free-flowing, intuitive, emotionally led, energetically expressed sensation. She really enjoys filling space and not having a structure or a regimented idea of what is meant to happen. For me, the feminine, she's alive inside of my body and being. She wants to express what she wants to express, how and when she desires. In my body and my being and my practice, when I am moving with her, she has no desire to move with what my mind thinks she should be doing, and has a much more powerful expression when she is moving and dancing and being with the beats of her own rhythm. The feminine energy in the body really is nourished and supported by soothing, circling, spiraling motion, swaying, rocking, undulating, pulsing, sinking into this experience of how I could describe it as a heartbeat or a pulse or a divine energy that ripples through the body. And we can deepen into this with some very simple and yet gorgeous, profound practices. The first practice would be to sit cross-legged, to sink the sit bones down into the ground and begin to circle the pelvis around, like you're drawing circles with your navel or drawing circles around your pelvic bowl. This really taps into the fluid feminine nature. It's a motion and a movement that lubricates the hips, relaxes and softens the belly, and encourages circulation of energy in the pelvis, the sacrum, the belly, and the spine. Sitting cross-legged with the roots and your yoni connected to the ground, and beneath that the earth, there is this profound sense of pulling down to the gravitational pull of the earth, sinking back down into the body of the mother, circling and spiraling around the pelvic bowl. This opens and releases through the hips, through the tailbone, through the pubic bone, and encourages this sense of a supple, ample circulation in your creative center, in your reproductive organs, in your womb space. We can expand and deepen this motion, this practice, by arriving onto hands and knees into a tabletop position and finding those solid anchors that we once just found through the sit bones, through the knees, and through the palms. We root them down into the ground. And here we can find a greater rhythm and a greater motion that comes alive in the spine and the shoulders, back of heart. There's more space for the belly and the pelvis. Here you begin to make circles in your pelvis, your pubic bone, your hips, coccyx, your sacrum, your tailbone. Big circular spiral motions, maybe to the right or to the left, or a figure 8, or just in any which way that energy in your body wants to move. Always staying in that lubrication of the energy. You can deepen there by bringing the spine into the motion, opening through the back of the heart and the shoulder blades, almost like a cat-cow in yoga, but more of a undulation. So there's no set up and down line. There's just this rocking, swaying, moving, opening through the spine. This can also then, as the spine arches to the sky, it opens the back body. And as the spine arches and the heart drops towards the earth, there's this feeling of opening through the front of the heart. So we're really getting into there, the womb and the heart space, which is so, so beautifully connected. The heart, the cervix, the heart, the womb, this river of energy that flows between them. If we move fast, in a fast rhythm, in these undulations, we can begin to build energy, build heat, build activation, build sensation. And that can then allow us to pour out some or any of the stored expression or emotion, anything that might be frozen or locked within the body. And we can also slow the rhythm down so it becomes really nurturing, nourishing, like you're oiling all of those cracks and places that have been tight and tense and frozen and locked and jarred up. It's really powerful in these practices to use the breath. My invitation is at times where you feel you're hitting a part of the body that's stuck or tight or tense, you and just exhale through the mouth. Maybe there's some sound. Maybe there's a puckering of the lips. There might be a little shake of the body. Let's know that that's all gorgeous. That's exactly what the feminine wants. With moving with the intention to stay fluid, like you're moving like water, like waves in the ocean. This allows you to sink deeper into your creative energy and awakens that fertile energy in your body and in your womb. It also allows the flow of energy within your pelvis, womb space, and heart that may have once been stagnant or stuck or blocked. Another practice that we can explore to awaken your feminine energy, to deepen into her and nourish her. You can lay on your back on a yoga mat or on a sheepskin, creating a really yummy nest for yourself. And place the soles of your feet on the ground, just slightly wider than the hips and the knees up to the sky. And here you can begin to tilt the pelvis ever so gently, just rocking the pelvis forwards and backwards. And you'll begin to feel an energy moving again in your roots, in your yoni, in your sacrum. You're rocking the back of your lower spine on the earth. The feet are grounded and rooted like trees. And you can breathe with the rhythm. And you can find your own way. Maybe there's an in-breath as the pelvis tilts one way and an out-breath as the pelvis tilts the other. And you can use this practice with an intention of pouring out of the pelvic bowl any energy or stagnation or blockages or emotions that may be stored in your womb space, in your ovaries, in your reproductive energy, blocking your fertility, your creation. All of these motions and these movements are deeply supported when you soften your belly. Soft belly, relaxed navel, full, deep, rich breath down into the belly. That allows you to release any imprints and any holding patterns that may have been blocked in your belly, that may have been blocking the air flowing down into your womb, that may have been preventing you from really grounding and rooting into your body. If you desire to expand this motion, you can tilt the pelvis, and as the pelvis tilts up, you press down through the feet and the pelvis lifts slightly, almost like a bridge in a yoga position. But we move in and out of it. We don't lift it and hold. You just move up and out of a bridge, lifting the hips up to the sky and back down. Maybe just a centimeter or an inch or maybe a few inches, just going with what your body needs. And here connecting breath and movement. Create space for your organs to feel free and spacious, and it will begin to release the psoas muscle. And this is the muscle that can be very tight and tense in the body. And it can be the space in which a lot of stored and accumulated energy and emotion is there. When you move in that slow, nourishing, undulating energy, you can begin to calm and soothe your nervous system. And after some of these practices, it's really nice to just take a little bit of time and space to integrate. So before you move between each one, you just lay on your back or on your side or in a child's pose and really allow the energy that's opened and that's moving through your body to pour and travel all around you. Imagine it as if you are unfreezing the rivers of vital life force that have once been frozen over or been blocked up and not been able to flow freely and easefully and smoothly. Embodied feminine energy is a nurturing, receptive, mysterious energy. It's the energy of creativity, of creation. It's water, it's fluid, formless. Often the feminine loves to explore different range, different rhythm, different textures, different sensations, moving from one to the other at any given moment. So just know, feel, allow your body in your feminine practice to really go there, wherever there is for her. Another beautiful way the feminine loves to be explored through the body is through dance. Through non-linear, non-prescribed, unchoreographed dance. Free, formless motion, standing and swaying the spine, circling the shoulders, rounding through and arching through the chest, sinking into the pelvis, rocking, swaying, circling through the hips. Maybe there's a soft bounce through the knees or the body, arms, the hands. And the feminine really loves when pleasure is moved through the body, because this is the awakening of your feminine energy. It's the awakening of your primal essence, that forgotten, distorted, blocked and locked down primordial energy, your life force, your life-giving energy. It yearns to live and dance and move freely through your body. And all of these practices that I have shared here with you will support you to deepen into that, into awakening her. These are a few of the many practices that I guide, teach, and support women with in all of my journeys and my offerings. This is one of the modules that we will be exploring deeply in our Embodied Awakening journey. We begin this container opening on the beginning of February in 2023. You are welcome to join this container anytime throughout the year. So if you are arriving here, listening to this podcast at a later date, please do continue on down to the show notes where the link will be. All of the modules are recorded. There is practices, journal activations, embodiment practices, meditations, body scans in the online course portal, as well as the live journeys that we will explore. We will gather for 2 journeys a month, exploring the body, question and answers, coaching and sharing time in the circle with other women and with myself. And we'll explore a range of different topics throughout the year, throughout the 10 months. The body, embodied awakening, pleasure, the heart, the womb, feminine energy. It is the container, it is the journey for all women to experience. This is a journey like no other. It will take you deeply into your body to awaken from within. All the details are linked below in the show notes. Come and say hi to me on Instagram if you're not already there and part of the community. If you are, say hello anyway. Let me know if you loved this. Let me know if you have explored any of the practices here that I've shared and how they felt. I love to connect. I love to hear. I love to share. I love to know that what I'm sharing in the world is touching and guiding women deeper into themselves. It's my mission to support as many women as possible to return home into themselves more fully, more deeply, more lovingly. Join us on the journey, my love. I hope to see you there. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you loved this musing and sharing, I would love for you to share this episode far and wide. You can arrive into all of my offerings at rebecca-wilson.com. Links to dive deeper with me are in the episode notes. Remember, my love, you are here to be the fullest, most potent, powerful, embodied version of you. I am here to guide you into that. Hey love, I'm dropping in here to welcome you to join us in our online community membership, The Village. I created this space for women to gather, to return to themselves, to deepen the connection and the relationship with self, whilst held in a community of like-minded women walking the journey and the path of their own awakening.